You back on? I don't know, can I? Okay. Let's see, yep. Let's go into making some injection holes. So what I've done is just add a cylinder. So here I have a cylinder now, pushing this of injection, and then I'll clone this, and I'll color it green. So now I can make the injection hole. So I can make that, I don't know, depending on the size of your injection syringe. So maybe it's, I don't know, 10 centimeters. So it's, let's say if we do 7, that's 14. And if we were to go to radius, if we did 14 at the, no, not 14, 7 at the top, and 5 at the bottom. So we have basically a syringe. Now we can, I think I can go wider here. So the insides of this is basically like this. So your injection syringe will kind of get stuck in this, since it's a cylinder with a point there. So and then there we have, so if we make that slightly larger, I clone that, I paint that, and I'll make that smaller, and then I can pull it out just so we can see it coming through here. So yeah, let's see, we can probably make that a little bit smaller. So now we have an injection spout and air spout. So these two objects, I'm gonna validate this and validate this. So these two objects there, I'm gonna attach that to the jacket mold. I'm gonna voxel remesh it. So that's one piece. And then I'll take these two cylinders and I'll boolean them away, because if we see on the x-ray here, they go down through the jacket. So I can take these two and boolean away now from the jacket, so it becomes a hole. So now there's two holes going into the jacket. Oops. I'll just, for visual sake, I'll paint that. So now we have a jacket with pry points, injection holes. We have all the the bolt holes. So I think we're almost done when it comes to this, let's see, we have, take away the X-ray, we have the base, we have the jacket silicon part, that is that part, and then we have the outside. Of course I have this horrible hole, so that needs to be addressed, but as a tutorial that's not needed. So now, since we made, as I said in the beginning, we made a straight line here for the flange. That means we can now go into not trim, but legacy, fill, none, and I think it's going to be legacy, and we have lasso, polygon, and I'll go in and I'll put my pen on this middle there, and I'll try to kind of figure out some roughly what the middle point is here. So by releasing that, we've made a split. So with my gizmo now, I can go take these two parts, and they're two mold parts. That is split. And since we made all the holes, they're going to be exactly where everything is supposed to be. So we take away the, just to see the matrix here. So yeah, that's very roughly and basically the way I figured out the first kind of mold making with a straight lined. Okay, I'll see here now. There's holes that's going inside. They're not supposed to be there. They should be cut away. So I'm going to go back to make it click together. I'll go back before the split as well, because I'm going to use this now, this matrix. Take these two, I'll join them. No, sorry, I'll clone them, and those I'll join just to make it one piece, and I'll remesh this. Just now this is what I'm gonna boolean away from the jacket, since these two tubes are now sticking down. I'm gonna have to take that whole part away. So we'll see. I'll just say that, and then I'll take this. As you see, the insides here needs to then boolean, so we can get all of those parts clean. Boolean. So now the tubes that were sticking inside of the mold should now be trimmed away. So when we now take and split this with this line, I'll put this again on center there, and ready to be printed and made. Yes. Oops. I'll go here and I'll go X-ray instead. Let's see. So if I remove all of these pieces inside, so I can see inside here now, there's no whole part. Let's see, I'll just paint that so it's cleaner to see. Same with this side. Paint all. So now I can see inside of this. Yeah, some issues here that along the way has come. Straight line split of the mold. I'll push a line now. Yeah, you can see, if you can see on the I'll put a line on, so now I can pull that straight. Yeah, same this was straight. So, and then we have the inside. So yeah, I guess that's about it for this time. Well, I'd say after splitting it, and we have these two new parts, I'm recommending going in and remeshing each individual new piece. So now I took the back side and then I remeshed the front side. And let's see if some of the small tiny parts has fallen away as well. Let's see if I just, sorry, I'll just hide that and see inside. Yeah, a lot of the small pieces now, because it was just floating inside, has now gone. And the other side, if you see there, yep, all of the floating pieces have been voxel remeshed away. So here's the matrix, the silicon part, and this part is something we can then also export as an STL, and in the side the slicer, we can then get the volume of this, so we can calculate roughly the silicon ratio of how much this is in silicon. So when we're done, we can then export all these things. So I prefer to export each individual piece. So by going into the folder here, you go into, right now it says visible STL, and you go into export. So depending on where you're going to put it, for printing. Yep, kind of understandable and help you figure out a way to make your first mold with a straight split line. And next time we'll do a line that is curving and has to follow a certain specific route. Yep.